right, Arnhem, as you know, we are back here with the last heavyweight standing tournament coming up on February 7th. Here's what we know. Errol Zimmerman becomes the 7th fighter to qualify for the bracket. 6 other men are also qualified already. What we don't know is what those matchups will look like in the bracket on February 7th, but we are about to find out. So bear with me as we bring out the 6 other fighters who will join us here in Arnhem for the last heavyweight standing. First to make his way to the ring, he's undefeated in the tournament. Please welcome Morocco's Anis Takamera Bouzid.
Anis Bouzid showed some big knockout power, knocking out Nathan Cook in the first round. Then he had Glory 100, a big win over Nasipov as he punched his ticket here for February.
This next man qualified at Glory 100, also undefeated in the tourney, Cape Verde's Big Sexy Nico Horta.
Big Sexy, a tough fighter to beat. He's known for his pressure and his size, but if he touches you, he'll put you out. And no bigger knockout than his win over Rade Opicic.
He has a 100% finish rate in the tournament. Nigeria's Tariq Cookie Osaro.
Cookie Osaro on a knockout streak, knocks out Adik Bui, and then ended up winning the Glory 100 qualifying tournament, beating Luigi Gashi and Sofian Laiduni, both by knockout.
His big viral win at Glory 100 qualified him for the finals. Guinea's Maury the Black Ghost Chroma.
One of the rising stars of the sport, Maury Chroma, had one of the fights of the year, a crazy one against Bahram. Here's his win against Nikita, another impressive one, but full of confidence, stepping in for February.
He defeated arguably the tournament's 2 biggest names. It's France's Sofian Laiduni.
Frenchman, known as a technical southpaw, but he showed his knockout power here against Primachov, and every time we see Laiduni in the ring, he gets better, and I gotta put him as maybe a tournament favorite.
This man qualified at Glory 104 after moving up from light heavyweight. It's Serbia's Milos Sveticanin.
The busiest man in Glory. This is actually his 3rd time walking through the ring here tonight. He's a light heavyweight, ready to shock the world to win the heavyweight title.
And of course, just qualifying tonight, Mr. Errol Zimmerman. If you will take your place in the lineup, please. That means 1 spot remains, 1 fighter left, and we're about to find out in your main event who will fill that last spot in the bracket. There's the bracket you see up on the screen, and this is how it's going to work. We are going to have a live random draw to determine where they will be placed in the bracket. You'll see in real time how those matchups come together, and we'll begin with Anis Bouzid. Reach in there and grab a ball, Anis. Let's find out where you're going to show up in the bracket here. And it is the number 1. Anis, you will fill the number 1 slot in the bracket. Next up, Big Sexy Nico. You know how this works. You're an old hat at this. Nico draws the number 7 ball. Filling the bracket in the number 7 position. Cookie, get in here. Tariq Osaro. No matchups determined yet. Cookie draws the number 8 ball. So there's our first matchup coming up on February 7th. It's Nico and Cookie. Time for Maury Kromal, the Black Ghost. I say good luck, but I don't know what luck would be here. Drawing any of these guys is not lucky. Maury draws the number 6 ball. No opponent yet. Sofiane Laiduni next to reach in. Sofiane, the number 4 ball. Still no opponent. And Milos Vaticanin. Let's find out who you're going to be paired up with here. Coming up on February 7th, the number 3 ball for Milos, which means Sofiane Laiduni, Milos Vaticanin will begin in the quarterfinals. Now, Arrow, your draw will not only determine your position, but will decide who our winner in the main event tonight will be. Errol draws the number 2 ball. Matched up with Anis Bouzid in the quarterfinals here in Arnhem on February 7th. I will draw the final ball just in the interest of fairness and full disclosure. It is the number 5 ball, meaning the winner of your main event tonight will take on Maury Kromal in the quarterfinals coming up February 7th here in the GelreDome. We want to hear from these fighters tonight on their matchups and get one stare down. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Todd Grisham to handle that part of the draw.
All right, let's bring in Bouzid. You'll be taking on Errol Zimmerman. You saw what he just did to Alex Simon. Were you impressed by what you saw?
Oh, ouais. T'as vu ce qu'il vient de faire Alex Simon? Est-ce que t'as été impressionné par ce que t'as vu ce soir?
Malheureusement, j'ai pas pu regarder le combat parce qu'on était appelé à l'arrière. Mais je vais regarder les rediffusions et je vais voir ce qu'il va faire.
So he wasn't able to watch the fight because he was backstage already preparing for this draw, but he's looking forward to see it, and he's sure it's impressive, and he can wait for it.
Do you know much about him, your opponent? Do you know anything about him? What do you expect from him?
I really don't know, but I think my coaches know that's the most important thing. And what I said in the beginning, we will see.
All right, let's do a quick stare down for our first fight. Errol Zimmerman and Anis Bouzid. All right, guys. How about that? Give it up, guys. Anis Bouzid and Errol Zimmerman. It's going to be a good one. All right, let's bring in Cookie Asaro. Tariq Cookie Asaro and big, sexy Nico Horta. Nico, obviously you rolled the dice tonight. You said you want to sharpen your tools. It didn't go the way you thought it would, but you're going to get this guy in February. What are your thoughts?
The warming up didn't go as planned, but it reinvigorated me, so second chances are the best.
You know Cookie well. What do you expect from this fight?
I already fought him once. That was with no preparation. This time I have 2 months, so he will get the best version of me. And this time I have a lot to make up, so the loss of last time, the loss of today, I'm going to win. I have to win.
You're motivated. Cookie, we haven't seen you in a while. You look great. How does it feel to be facing this man again in the tournament?
Doesn't matter that much. He said he's coming to win. The only thing I can tell him, no chance is what you got. No chance. Absolutely no.
All right, how about a stare down between these two, Cookie Asaro and big, sexy Nico Horta. Cape Verde versus Nigeria. What a matchup that is going to be. All right, let's bring in Milos Vaticanin and Sofiane Laiduni. Milos, talk to you. First of all, how you feeling right now? I know that final didn't go the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to say sorry to the crowd for the bad episode. You know, I couldn't find the rhythm in the ring this time, but it's all good. You know, it happens. It's 10th fight of this year, so let's close it like this. I'm happy. We're going better and new year. So thanks a lot, guys, for big support. I love you so much.
You know this big Frenchman well. You've seen what he can do in the ring. What kind of fight's it going to be?
Yeah, I saw him. He's the perfect technician. I love to watch his fights. You know, I don't want to sound different like other fighters, but I see him as a friend. So, but in the ring, we're going to put up the show. We're going to leave everything we have, and we're going to give a good match to the fans.
Great to see you. Okay, what are your thoughts about Milos Viticenin? 10 fights this year. This guy's a machine.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses de Milos Viticenin? 10 combats cette année. Ce mec, c'est une vraie machine.
Oui, bien sûr. Milos, c'est quelqu'un. Il a prouvé, il a boxé tout le monde. Après, je pense être aussi actif que lui. Donc on est les boxeurs les plus actifs en ce moment en Glory. Je suis très content de boxer Milos parce que c'est quelqu'un de très fort et j'ai un profond respect pour lui, c'est mon frère, on se parle sur les réseaux et voilà, après ça reste du sport.
Yeah, he respects Milos a lot. He proved a lot this year. Sofian is also very, very active this year, so this might be the most active fight possible in Glory. A lot of respect, he's his brother, but fight is a fight, you know.
All right, bon chance. Let's see a stare down. Milos Viticenin and Sofian Ladouni. France versus Serbia. Good luck to both of you. Let's hear now from the Black Ghost, Maury Chroma. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine. I'm feeling great. It was a beautiful day today, and now for the draws. Now, we all know we are searching for that fight versus Cookie, right? Tade Cookie. Now, we are in the same group. I know I'm fighting next. I hope you will win versus Nico, you know? For him, it was a bad day today, you know, because I know in a podcast he was saying, yeah, but why, Maury? Huh? After that, he got a fight and gets knocked out. But me, this tournament is mine, for sure, 100%. Aura Farmer, Black Ghost. I'm coming for you. It doesn't matter who's gonna be my fighter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My dick is bigger than yours.
All right, there we go. There we go. You'll be facing the winner of Plazabat and Nordi Mehedin, our main event, coming up later tonight. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That will take place February the 7th right here in Arnhem, the Netherlands. One final big round of applause for all of our combatants in the tournament next year.